Welcome back to the Relaxing Ghost channel here on YouTube. As always, your host with the most, Ghost. Today we got Backlash from 2001 DVD review. This one is a little bit harder to find in most cases. It's a very expensive DVD. It's not a WrestleMania 17 or a, Judgment Day or Vengeance or anything like this. But this one could be pretty rare. Probably on the, secondary tier of rarities. It's not in the top 10 or anything, but it's probably, top 20 or so. It's a pretty rare one to find and come across. So I absolutely love the cover of this. And, the overall packaging design, really cool cover with Triple H and the shadow outline there with the hammer. Backlash always had a very cool logo to it, very crisp, and just absolutely loved it. Really nice spine. This would be 14, number 14. I'm not sure if it's 14 or not. The numbers kind of go out of whack around this time, where they really didn't stay consistent to the DVDs themselves. 3 hour, 10-minute runtime on this one. Really well done. This would be in Chicago. This really wasn't the most rowdy Chicago crowd. I mean, they had some great crowds throughout the years, but this crowd, I think, doesn't really do Chicago justice. At times it is, but I expected a bit more from the Chicago crowd. Really cool. We do have an insert with this one, which also is really hard to come by with the inserts. Fantastic disc art as well. It's really cool. So for the insert itself, really cool. We got the Duchess of Queensberry, different screenshots, Austin and Taker. I always loved the colored braces. I just thought that added so much more to Austin. 2001, some of my favorite stuff. I can remember watching this live, and they didn't really do a good job of going over the main event stuff. So, of course, we had a 6-man tag team match. X-Pac, Justin Credible, and Albert versus the Dudley Boys. Hardcore title match, Rhino and Raven. Triple threat European title match, Matt Hardy, Christian, and Eddie Guerrero. Pretty good match. The Duchess of Queensberry rules match, which were never officially announced. Commissioner Regal versus Chris Jericho. Decent match, but I think that they were, kind of looking for something that they really didn't find. William Regal's changing the rules as he went along, as a heel should. I mean, we've seen that done a million times. 30-minute ultimate submission match. Most submissions in half-hour wins. Chris Benoit versus Kurt Angle. These guys had a series of great matches in 2001. Really good stuff here. I always loved a good submission match. And these guys put on what I was looking for. Chris Benoit is, probably one of my favorites of all time. And during this time, I really loved guys who had a good submission game. We had a last man standing match. Big Show versus Shane McMahon. And 3 titles on the line. Stone Cold Steve Austin, the WWF champion, and Triple H, the Intercontinental champion, versus the tag team champions Undertaker and Kane. And this is the Lash list. They really didn't do a good job of this, because I thought, if Kane and Taker won, they were both IC and heavyweight champion, but it was, say if they pinned Triple H, then they only win the IC. But if Austin and Triple H won, which they did, they would become tag team champions. So it was a weird thing, but I thought initially all titles were on the line. But weird match. I liked how Austin and Triple H were with all the titles. You know, that was a weird tag team, but I loved it. So let me know your thoughts on this one, guys. Backlash 2001. Take some time. Subscribe. We'll talk to you later. Peace.